Hello everybody, welcome along. My name is Benjamin Bloom. This is the Benjamin Bloom Football Channel. Please leave your bias at the door and all enjoy a picture of Neil Warnock winning the Manager of the Month award for October for his excellent work as Borough Manager throughout that month. You would think people would be happy, but we have to hear about the Manager of the Month curse. But what is the Manager of the Month curse? The Manager of the Month curse is the theory that winning the Manager of the Month award results in a disproportionate downturn in results. It's often quoted, it's been around for years, so we're going to have a look. Is the Manager of the Month curse actually real? Right, so let's have a look at this theory with a little thing that we call evidence. Here is my criteria, what I'm going to look at. Obviously, this channel covers the Championship, so we're going to look at the Championship Manager of the Month. We're going to look over the past 3 years, which as a sample size gives us 27 different awards, 9 per season. We are going to look at the game after the award was received. That is an important point. The award is not always announced immediately before the next game after the month's results have finished. Often there's a small lag and one game, sometimes even 2, can have been played before the announcement. Hey, if it's a curse, it's got to come after the announcement, surely, hasn't it? We're also going to look at the end of season stuff and how things panned out. One quick caveat, although there are 27 awards, there are only actually 26 games to look at. Because of COVID, Leeds did not play again after Marcelo Bielsa won the last Manager of the Month award. Normally, the April Manager of the Month winner does get to play another game before the season ends. Understand? So what actually wins you the Manager of the Month award in the first place? Sounds like a silly question, but we can give a very, very specific answer based on the past 3 seasons and 27 awards. What wins you Manager of the Month is 2.65 points per game for the month. Now, to put that into a little bit of context, if you roll that out over a season, you will score 123.97 points. That's obviously quite a lot and quite a high standard. Basically, over a season, if you maintained Manager of the Month award with 2.65 points per games indeed, you would need to win 41, draw 1 and lose 4 of your 46 games. You can see my point. When we're talking about the Manager of the Month award, we are holding teams to an almost impossibly high standard in the idea of rolling it out for more than just 1 month. So now we know the standard for winning this award is very high and somewhat unsustainable. What happens in the games after the award has been announced? Here is the results. Remember, 27 awards, only 26 games for the reason I said earlier. And there are the results. Played 26, won 11, drawn 9, lost 6, 440 against 29. Not too shabby. And here's the big one. 76.9% of the Manager of the Month winning teams do not lose the next game. So, if the theory of Manager of the Month curse is that after you've won it, you lose the next game, on the evidence I have analysed, we can debunk that right here and now, because in overwhelming amounts, 76.9%, in fact, that team does not lose the next game. The cursed game itself yields 1.61 points per game, equating to a 74.3 point total. So, in the games after winning the award, it's 1.61 points per game, which generally is, we think, a 6th place finish. There is a small 4.7% drop-off in the cursed game against the seasonal average. So I took the average of the cursed game over those 26 games. I put that against the average for all the teams have won across the season, there is a drop-off. It's 4.7%. It's very, very negligible and probably not enough to call it a curse. I think we've debunked the short-term effects. Really small chance of actually losing the cursed game according to the average, and only a 4.7% drop-off. What about the long-term effects though? Are there any? Well, as estimated, this actually comes through, the average position of a winning manager's club is 6th across all of those winning managers. Granted, some of the managers win it 2 times in a season, which does push that average higher. However, there are teams in there that finished 19th and 18th, where the manager did indeed win the Manager of the Month award. Look at that. 44% of the winners are promoted that season. There you go. Nearly half of the managers who win the Manager of the Month award are promoted with their clubs by the end of that season. Let that sink in when you're thinking about a curse. And 0%, null, nudder, null. Nobody was relegated in the past 3 seasons having won the Manager of the Month award. There is a cautionary tale, however. 3 of our managers, Steve McLaren, Jonathan Woodgate and Danny Cowley, were sacked before the start of the next season. So if you're looking for a curse, and Steve McLaren's a really good one because there's like 1 month of good results in the season and then nothing else, maybe those 3 might be your arguments, but I think we might be stretching the point here of the reason that they were indeed sacked. Let's get back down again to the crux of the video and the question. Is the Manager of the Month curse real? Of course not. It's a load of old nonsense. And I do accept that it might just have been an informal, fun thing, but I thought it might be interesting to actually analyse the evidence behind it. So why, oh why, is it even discussed? Let me try and put my COD philosopher hat on. Here is my theory. The Manager of the Month curse has been invented by football fans as a mechanism to help cope with an inevitable regression to the mean following a period of unsustainably high performance. So if you want my advice, and I'm not sure that you do, but if you've got to the end of the video, you might listen to it anyway. If your team wins Manager of the Month, live in the real world, understand that performance ebbs and flows, and 2.65 points per game is unsustainable according to the history of football. Don't hold your team to impossibly high standards, and you don't need a silly myth to coat your worry and your anxiety that the form is inevitably going to regress to the mean, as it always does. And that is my thoughts on the mythical and hopefully debunked now curse of the Manager of the Month award. I would love to hear your thoughts on it. They don't have to all be evidence-based. It can be anecdotal. Where are the cases of the worst hit people by the Manager of the Month? And what's happened to your club when they've won the award? Let me know down there in the comments. And don't worry, it's all a bit of fun. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button to see more videos from this channel. Hit the subscribe button and to be notified every time we upload. Ring the bell for those notifications to come through on your device. If you really want to support the channel and me as a content creator, I will be eternally grateful if you head over to the merch store and grab something, or support over on Patreon, patreon.com/Benjamin Bloom. Thank you for your time. Go and watch another video.